Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 23 stream here on Twitch. I'm NextJGGen24, and boy do we have a lot of new content to go over. The last time I saw you guys was on Sunday, last Sunday, when I was still grinding out the Future Stars series program. Oop, hold on. Yeah, I was grinding out the Future Stars series program, obviously having a lot of trouble with the showdown. I've made no progress at all since then. I've just gotten too busy this week. Unfortunately, this is one of those weeks where it was too busy. So I've made no progress in this, and for now, that will not be my concern, because that is set 2. We are now on set 3. So we have a whole new set of cards, and I'm sure you guys already seen this. They're all-star cards, which is what I was expecting them to be, considering that they are literally being released the weekend before the all-star game itself. So obviously there's NL, there's AL, no Mets cards featured whatsoever, no, at least not here. In the reward path. The only place that you can look for the Mets, obviously they have classics, so we got Dom Smith here. There's also Gary Carter, 95 overall Gary Carter. And then for the Mets throwback, they went with Noah Syndergaard, which I'm kind of shocked by. I mean, for years and years and years, they have been going with Mike Piazza. Mike Piazza's All-Star card. In fact, I think it was one of the Conquest rewards a couple of years ago in MLB The Show 2021. So I'm kind of shocked that they went with Noah Syndergaard this time. But that's obviously, and you guys already know that there's all-star cards for all the teams in here. So a lot of set 3 cards. There's those that are on the XP reward path. And then, of course, if you go to, we also have Team Affinity Collection, which will net you Freddie Freeman, captain, Spencer Strider, captain, Shane McClanahan, All-Star card, Luis Arias, no surprise there, Matt Olson, All-Star card, Jose Ramirez, All-Star card, and Corbin Carroll, All-Star card. So those are more, you could get more of those. And then in the set 3 collection, in set 3, we have Adley Rutschman, we have Ronald Acuna Jr., they're 2 All-Star cards, as well as this, it's called the Jin Kim series, Martin Dihigo, and this card, like, initially when I saw it, I was like, okay, like, pitcher, but here's the thing, he can play anywhere. Catcher, he's a starting pitcher, but he could be a catcher, a first baseman, second base, third base. I'm pretty sure this is the way it was for the core Martin Dihigo card that we got earlier this year. Let me see. That's Buck O'Neil, Jackie Robinson. Yeah, so it's the same thing as this, only it's a 99 overall. So initially when I saw that, I wrote it off, but now that I see it, you know what? It's definitely given me some consideration. There's also more cards you could get here. Alexis Diaz's his All-Star card. Hilton Smith, another Jin Kim series card. Jackie Robinson as well, 99 overall. And then Austin Riley's card as well. So they're all here. You could all, I'm sure you've all seen it at this point. So yeah. So that begs the question, what am I going to do to get these cards? Well, we have to back up a little bit, because what also came out this week, and you know, you guys probably already saw it, the June monthly awards program. And as you can see, I only have 3 of the 9 cards that I need to get started on this collection, or to get started on this program. Obviously, we have Ron Guidry and Charlie Blackmon starting us off. We also have Taylor Rogers, and then there's all these cards as well. We also have Key Brian Hayes, Mark Leiter Jr., which I'm excited about because, Mark Leiter has always been like a personal favorite pitcher of mine, so I'm very intrigued to see his son get a card. There's also Lane Thomas and Dylan Cease, and then 97 overalls. Quite a few here. Suarez, Hae-Sung Kim, Brock Stewart, and Joe Sabors. There's also Brandon Drury, Michael Harris, Christian Walker, Reed Dietmeyers, Ezekiel Duran, Brian Bello, Christian Yelich, all leading up to Shohei Ohtani. And I know a lot of people want to get this card. I know it. I will say that the vision is kind of low for him. I wish he would have better vision. This kind of almost reminds me of the Aaron Judge monthly awards card. So, like I said, we got to catch up. And the way that we're going to catch up is by doing the monthly award, is finishing up on the June Tops Now program. That's what we're going to be doing. So, overall, I made some progress, but it's still a lot to go. And as for the Future Stars program, I will come back to that. I will come back to that program, mainly because I need those cards in order to get set two done for a second time. Because I do want, David Wright wasn't the only one I was interested in. I also wanted Randy Johnson, too. So if I could get Randy, then, at least I'll be good with that. There we go. First moment completed. Not too difficult. Just got to get a base hit and drive in a run. Fairly simple. Oh. Ignore that. I was just trying to grind Team Affinity 1 earlier, and Gallon was one that I had to get. So, come on. I think I might need something else to hold up this towel, because surprise, surprise, the Mets are actually good. I mean, I hate to say it, but I think I'm a jinx for the Mets. Think about it. I've gone to a lot of games in June, even though I didn't intend to, and they only win 7 games. Now, I don't know how many of them were actually at home, considering those are the games that I attended, but I know they did lose a lot of home games when I was there. So, is it a coincidence that the day after or the day that I stopped going, they start a 6-game winning streak? I'll leave that up for you guys to decide. After all, I wasn't there for Game 2 against the San Diego Padres last year, which they won, even though a friend of mine invited me. And yeah, they're obviously on the West Coast this week, so it's not like I can go to those games even if I wanted to. Woo! Strike 3, sit down. Again, ignore that. So, I just, I don't want to consider myself a jinx, but this 6-game winning streak that they're on right now is making me think that. So, ultimately, I just need them to lose. No, I don't. Right now, I don't want them to lose. This is good. This is a good run that they're on right now. It's very good because they need some momentum going into the All-Star break. June put them so far behind that honestly, who knows if they can. I doubt they can make it up in the division. So what they should be gunning for right now is the wild card. Get as much ground as you can make up before the All-Star break. And yes, do it against the San Diego Padres because they are a team that is competing for a wild card. So if that's one less team that the Mets have to worry about, all the better. All the better.
Nope, outside.
I mean, you can think about it this way. The Mets already took care of business against the Padres in New York. They won 2 out of 3 against the Padres there. So they win, they already won 1, so if they win another one, they take the series against the Padres. Now, personally, I'd like to see them win the series against Joe Musgrove. Because that would be the ultimate payback for the Mets struggling in Game 3 of that wild card.
Outside. I got a ball, 1 strike.
When Musgrove, he had something on his hands. He had such a wet ear. There was something, and they let him get away with it, and I think that's bullshit. So, but whatever, I'm not worried about that anymore at this point. I'm only worried about what the Mets can do now. So they gotta win this series against the Padres. If they can sweep it, much like they did against the Arizona Diamondbacks, great. Strike 3, sit down. But the main goal should be to get back, just get the series. That's what they got to do. Get the series, go into the All-Star break. They're going in with 3 All-Stars. 3. Francisco Lindor, he got voted in. Pete Alonso was a reserve that was chosen. And just found out today, Kodai Senga is also going to be replacing, ironically, Marcus Stroman. So how about that? The former Met getting replaced by the rookie Mets pitcher. And I'll go over his comments about, the Mets not giving Shohei Ohtani 17 because of Keith Hernandez. I'll go over that. Because that's like... That is such a stupid-ass argument that Stroman, honestly, I think just likes starting trouble. What's up, CJ? How you doing? Again, ignore that. I don't know why that keeps popping up. That is so strange. Ow. Wow. Gotta crack my knuckles on that Ray! What's up, Ray? How you doing? Hey, I bet you're excited. Your Tigers got a no-hitter. Albeit it's combined, but a no-hitter is a no-hitter. I was just mentioning that, Bray. In fact, I was talking about it on Twitter. Like Howie Rose mentioned how how, like,
No, that's the ball.
yeah, it's cool, but at the same time, like, it was better in the old days when pitchers could throw a whole 9-inning no-hitter. You know, guys like Santana, Tom Seaver when he was with Cincinnati, Doc Gooden on the Yankees, like, they all threw no-hitters.
No, that's down. Ball.
And, like, not to take that away from the Tigers or anything, but to me, it's not as cool as seeing a pitcher go the distance. Like,
1 and 2 to count.
maybe I'm just spoiled because you also have to think that we just saw Domingo Germán, of all pitchers, throw a perfect game. Strike 3, sit down. I'm not saying that ruins it for the Tigers, but just a combined no-hitter, in my opinion, is not as cool as a no-hitter thrown by one single pitcher. You know, and listen, I say that about the Mets too. The Mets had a combined no-hitter
1 and 2
in last year in 2022. And to me, that's not as cool as when Johan Santana threw the first no-hitter in 2012, 10 years later. Well, not 10 years, a little under 10 years later, but that's the Tigers' second no-hitter. Right, because didn't the, what was it? Was it the Tigers who had a, what was it, 2021 against the Yankees? They had I thought it was a perfect game, and then it got ruined. Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'm not thinking of the right one. Tigers no-hitter against the Mariners in 2021. That was thrown by a single pitcher, or was that also a combined no-hitter? I feel like that had to be, I feel like that was combined. Oh, you think it was thrown by one single pitcher? Okay. I mean, you would remember better than I would, because I don't even remember it. Sorry. No, but that's good. Like, I wish we saw more of that. You know, that we saw more of single pitchers throwing no-hitters instead of combined no-hitters. I feel like you're more likely to see a no-hitter thrown in MLB The Show than you are by a single pitcher than you are in real life. I'm just saying I don't believe a combined no-hitter is as cool as a no-hitter thrown by one pitcher. Okay, all right. Well, then that's cool. You know, that's cool. I like seeing those no-hitters. And again, that's not to take away from combined no-hitters, because maybe it's a lot tougher. Maybe it's just as tough because it's not just on one pitcher. One pitcher can, he can phase out the whole idea that he's throwing a no-hitter. He can phase that out. But it takes but to ask a group of pitchers to be able to throw no-hitter, I mean, it's just, that's really out of your control, because those pitchers are going to have different mentalities. Some of them may think about it, some may not. Spencer Turnbull, 9 innings, 9 Ks. Okay. So, I hope I really don't take away from the combined no-hitter, but personally, I'd rather see a single pitcher do it than a combination of pitchers. That's just my personal opinion. It's still a no-hitter either way. Still a no-hitter. Just not, I would say not as cool.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And you know what's funny, Bray? I'm in an argument right now with a guy on Twitter. I don't even think he's a Mets fan. I think he's just trying to stir up shit. But he was literally telling me that the Mets do not have a legit no-hitter. After I told Howie that I agreed with him about his opinion on the combined no-hitters and everything, he comes on. See, I would have liked to have seen that Ellie De La Cruz be one of the reward collections. Chase Pack, it's rare. Or at the very least, Ellie De La Cruz could have been like a ranked seasons reward or a BR reward. That would have been cool. So the fact that he's in a chase pack, I mean, is going to make him even rarer. Yeah, basically. Strike 3, sit down. I mean, you just gotta hope you get lucky, I guess. Oh, God. This game is so messed up. It's so messed up. Actually, I'll go show exactly what you're talking about here. This card is freaking incredible. Like, almost, basically, like Shohei Ohtani kind of level. You know? Solid power against righties. Even, well, not just solid, basically elite. And his hitting against lefties is not as good, but it's almost as good. Vision, fantastic. The fact that he can field and the fact that he can run, oh my gosh, this card. Yeah, there's a reason he's 531,000. Sell now. And believe me, no one is going to sell him for that. At least I don't think so. Or they shouldn't, anyway. Alright, let me get back here. Yeah, it does suck, but it's a very solid card to have if you do eventually get it. Like, I would basically argue that it's on that level of that Shohei Ohtani 99 card that was featured. Oh my God, MLB The Show, stop with Zach Gallen. Yes, I was using him earlier, Jesus. What do I have to do? Tally a hit and get a RBI? Okay. I was afraid they were going to tell me hit a home run. By the way, guys, I know I said on Sunday that I would be on stream yesterday. Unfortunately, what happened was that the night before, I stayed up for most of the night. And I am certainly not proud of it. I am not proud of the fact that I stayed up all night. Whoops, wrong one. Alright. So, by the time that I got home, because then I had to go to a dentist appointment after work and everything, I was just exhausted, and I fell asleep for 12 hours. Otherwise, I would have been on last night. I would have, but I was so exhausted, I just couldn't do it. That's why, I had plans to stream today anyway, but I was hoping I could have streamed yesterday. I was too exhausted. Dang! Oh, there goes this, that moment. Gotta do it again. So, I do apologize about that. I will tell you guys that, this week there shouldn't be any process or any problems, excuse me. I am CJ, but I need to collect all the Topps Now cards from the month of June in order to get started on Ohtani. So I have to finish up the June Topps Now program before I could get started on the June monthly awards program. Oh yeah, I forgot I had to strike him out too. So I don't expect the June Topps Now program to take long. I mean, once I get the cards that I need to get, then I'll... and honestly, I only have 2 weeks. I'm lagging behind 2 weeks. Strike 3, sit down. Damn, that Future Stars card. Or series program took me away. Alright, here we go. And honestly, week 3 isn't even that bad. Like, week 3 is a lot of short moments. You know, you have a couple multi-inning ones, but other than that, these are fairly simple. Like, not even... I don't... I've been on this for 20 minutes, at least. 20 minutes. Not taking me that long. Now, maybe I would be further along if I wasn't talking about the Set 3 collection as a whole. But, whatever. I will say, though, I am a little disappointed by the... I'm a little disappointed by the Set 3 collection. Just a little. Like, they are still solid cards. Acuna is great. The fact that you can turn Dahigo into, like, any position player you want in addition to being a pitcher is fantastic. And he's got great stats. And then Adley is a solid catcher to have. Like, they're good, but I was hoping for better. You know? Like, I was kind of hoping Piazza would have been part of this, since he has a lot of all-star games behind him. You were very... I will say that I was confused by it, especially the Mets selection. I was very confused. Like, I don't understand why they chose to go with Syndergaard over Piazza. Like, to me, that doesn't make any sense. Oh my god, this freaking game. Alright, I'm almost done with this. Just gotta complete this last moment. They did a lot, and I mean a lot, of call-up cards for this for week 3, which I think is kind of interesting. But okay, I mean it works. Hopefully I get more than one plate appearance, but I think this is, yeah. So we'll see what happens. I mean, don't forget there are the Team Affinity collections, or the Team Affinity 3 collection rewards out there. All right. Oh my God! Stop. Now, is it just me, or was anyone else's MLB The Show servers acting up? Because when I was grinding this morning, I was doing a lot of the Team Affinity 1 grinding. It kept logging me. It kept saying I lost connection to the servers, and I didn't understand why. Cabrera's the starting pitcher, right? Okay. And then we have Jared Walsh. I mean, we already do have Jameson Taillon. And it might be good to have a second starting pitcher. And then the other one to choose, Corey Nebel. Whoops. Alright, what am I thinking here? I'm thinking tackle this the same way I tackled I tackle this every week, which is do it based on mission and then worry about the rest later. So, what we got? We got relief pitcher Joe Jacques. You got Spencer Horwitz. Closing pitcher Richard Karsher. Luis Matos, a center fielder. Relief pitcher, left fielder. Relief pitcher, Jesus Christ. On the relief pitchers, Jesus. I don't even think we have a freaking starting pitcher out of this, except for this guy, Emmett Sheehan. Maybe then it's a good thing that I went with Cabrera. Okay. Actually, I need this, so just ignore this for right now. I'm just... let's see. No, don't want that. I want Tops Now. There we go. Let's see. Nolan Jones, no. Kevin Pillar, no. Stephen Kwan, no. Alex Call, no. Yeah, definitely Salmon is definitely him. I remember him. We also had a first baseman, but Spencer Horwitz. That's right. And then let me check. We have Zach Remillard and Luis Matos. So a center fielder and a second baseman. Come on. Yeah. And then... no, not Corbin Carroll. Oh, Matos. That's right. All right, so... And then third base, this is actually captain. Let's see, where can... There. Arenado. Might as well have him there. And then Nebel. And then let's change this back to tops now. Oh, good for Unstable Phoenix. Yeah, Jordan, definitely. I remember him. Hang on. I'm sorry to keep going back and forth, but... Oh, and he just completed the June monthly awards program. Ah, good for him. So he's got Ohtani, Caton Wynn, and Ricky Karcher. Oh, and Joe Jocks. So... 92, I'm looking at 92 and 91s. Yes, definitely Karcher. Okay, so we have a pretty stacked bullpen, I'll say. Pretty stacked. We do not have any tops now. Well, sorry, my apologies. We do have one. And that would be Mr. Edward Cabrera. Edward Cabrera, yeah. This throwback. Although, I'll also throw in Jameson, too. Just so I can have him. And I should... Wisdom he could be our DH. Because I do need him for the flashback. Seiya Suzuki. Come on, where are you, Wisdom? There you are. And then I know that tops now there's a mission. Oh, it's only flashbacks and okay. Well, then that'll be completed just with Wisdom and Cabrera, because they'll have 9-inning games, so that'll complete that mission, which will get me to the next card. And then if that mission I'll complete, because that alone, all I just need is for Teon to throw the, or not Teon, Cabrera to throw a complete game. He'll be, not even that. He just needs to pitch good innings. So, okay, so week 3 is all I can do right now anyway. Alright. I think we'll put Taylor first. Spencer Horowitz can be second. I think, right? You know what? Matos second, and we'll put Horowitz probably third, I want to say. Well, I want to get as much XP as possible with week 3 card. So, yeah, this looks like that's what I'll roll with. So we'll throw in Cabrera and run with this lineup. So, okay, looks good to me. I'm sorry about that, guys. I had to think about it, and I had to think out loud just to, like, show my process and everything. So we'll do week 3, and that should probably get me, at least help me into week 4. Because I'm completing like two or three of the missions. Come on, that's not the way I want. Or one, I'm completing the week 4 mission, which is the tally throwbacks or whatever. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe with Cabrera, I only want to do like. Maybe with him, I only do like 6 innings, so that I can get all the other relief pitchers, some appearance, some XP. Because right now, as it's looking, batters are going to be tough. Even though I'm at Coors Field, and technically I should be smacking the ball all over the place, I guess my top 2 guys really don't want to do that. Oh, come on. Drop. Oh, yes! Got by him. That might be an error, but I'll take it. It's a run scored, so that's some XP. Let's see what they rule it. Are they going to rule this an error? No, they're gonna say it's a base hit. Let's see. Game log. Oh, they're gonna say he tripled. Oh, okay. That's good. Triple along with home run has the most XP that a batter can earn. So if he's not going to hit a home run, then at the very least, what he can do is, drive in a run. Oh, yep, gotta do this. I hope the servers don't crash on me like they were earlier. So I'll apologize if if the thing says, "Oh, you've been logged out of it," or "You've been disconnected from the servers." I don't know what that is, but I've been battling it all morning. I don't know if maybe the traffic is getting too much for the servers. Like, people are just trying to grind and get these cards and everything. Like, I understand that. But come on, we're now into July. And if your excuse is that the servers can't handle it, how many times have we been through this? And usually this happens at the beginning of the game, where the servers crash because everyone's trying to play them. If you're not used to it by this point, or if the servers are not used to it, what are you doing, San Diego Studios? What are you doing? Well, I'll tell them exactly what they're doing. They're costing players like me their XP that they're trying to grind and getting in the way of them completing programs. Like, I was trying to do the Team Affinity One program for the NL West, and I kept getting disconnected. And I don't understand. So hopefully that won't happen here, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Like I said, my intention is to complete the June Tops Now program, and I can go long tonight, guys. It is Saturday, so it's not like, the next day I would have to work or something. I don't. At least I don't think so, but I better check the schedule. Just to be on the safe side. Ooh, whoa. And I was ready to swing at that. Jesus, what is wrong with me? Yeah, I was trying to work on the Giants because I have all the... I had Crawford, the Captain Crawford. Yeah, this card right here, the player that I'm batting with right now. And I had to get hits with him. Obviously, I didn't do a good job there. So I just got to remember that that with Cabrera, he only goes 6 innings, regardless of if he has a shutout going or not. Because normally I would leave pitchers in to do a complete game shutout, but I really don't need as much XP with Cabrera as I do with all the other relief pitchers. And if I have to do a conquest game or two just so they can get that XP, then I'll do that. Strike 3, sit down. Because even pitching, well, there goes the complete game shutout. That's not happening. So, okay. So it turns out I was going to replace him after 6 innings after all, in spite of my plan. Funny how things work out sometimes. Work out sometimes. Strike 3, sit down. Alright, we need runs. I'm just glad this is not a conquest game because that would have ruined it. Although, to be fair, I probably wouldn't have let the starting pitcher go another inning. I would have taken him out and thrown in one of the relief pitchers. I'm going to try and steal with Taylor here. 76 steal, 92 speed. See if it works. It does. Let's go.
Yep, that ball went out.
Oh, by the way, guys, if you haven't heard about it already, I highly recommend you guys go check out Immaculate Grid. This was something that just this week I was turned on to by a couple co-workers of mine. It's basically, you have 9 squares, so you have a square and 3 columns, 3 rows. There's a team, there's 4 teams and 2 stats that you have to be able to fill in the box for and have it match. So like today was the Pirates, the Blue Jays, the A's, and the Giants, and then the stats were MVP for a pitcher as well as strikeouts. Or no, I'm sorry, MVP and 20 win season. So I recommend you guys go check it out. Try to do it based off of your knowledge, whatever you can. I'm close. Like I've gotten 7 out of 9 before I've needed help. There was one where they did the Mets earlier this week. It was like, what was it? It was Chicago Cubs. It was not the Blue Jays. It was batting average over 300. What was it? Guardians. So for me, that was easy. Mets and Cubs. Well, actually, I went a little rarer than normal. A lot of people would have. A lot of people, I think, guessed Javier Baez, and yeah, that works. But I actually went further because the idea is that you're supposed to get as rare of a guess as possible. Like, that's the point. You need to get as rare as possible with these guesses. So, yeah, a lot of people would have guessed Javier Baez, but I actually went with Dave Kingman. He was my dad's favorite player growing up, and I remember his Cubs card from I think it was either last year or the year before. So I remember that he was a Cub and a Met. Actually, a Met twice. Kingman was a Met twice, but he's mostly well known for his time as a Chicago Cub. So I went with Dave Kingman for that. Guardians and Mets, I mean, that was pretty obvious. Francisco Lindor. You could have also gone with Ahmed Rosario, Carlos Carrasco, Andres Jimenez. I'm actually, didn't Kevin Pilecki, didn't he also play for the Mets? And I know he played for the Mets, but I thought he also played for the Guardians too, when they were the Indians.
0-1's the count.
And if Jason Kipnis wasn't such a hard ass, what was it, 2018, 2019, because everyone kept talking about him becoming a Met, and he just kept playing hardball, and then he ended up retiring. And now he commented on the Mets recently that really pissed off a lot of Mets fans, at least on Twitter. I forget what he said, but it definitely pissed off a lot of fans. But he could have been another one if he had played for the Mets, but I don't think he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's ball 2.
And then 300 batting average. Yeah, fairly simple. It was, I went with McNeil. I think you could have also said Marte, Starling Marte. I think he had above 300 last year. So, but overall, I think it's fun. It makes you think. And some of the answers, I've really had to think back to my days of playing MVP baseball. So I had to really think that far back. And I like doing that. That really makes me think. And then there's also another game, if you guys are interested, another one that my coworkers also turned me on to this week. It's called MLB Pickle. And you basically have to guess who the mystery player is. It's a current player. They do current players based on their team, their division, their handedness in terms of batting and pitching or throwing, their age, and their position. And some of them can be rather obscure. Other ones can be rather simple. But it's called MLB Pickle. So go check that out. Go check those two out, guys. Those are some really fun games to play. I've been hooked on it, and I've been doing it all week. You know, the way that my guys are that these players are batting now, like, I mean, I'd still probably have to throw in relief pitchers because I need the XP. It's going to be 1,000 XP, and having 5 or 4, even if they all earn 100, I'm still less than halfway through. So the relief pitchers can get me somewhat close. Somewhat. Woo! Patrick Wisdom! Hold on, let's see. Anyway. So we'll see how it goes. I'm hopeful, but we'll see what happens. Overall, with Wisdom, Cabrera, and Arenado, honestly, I think that should be enough XP, or more than enough XP actually, to be able to complete that mission.
The batter, number 35, shortstop.
And if I want, completing those missions will probably be will get me the progress that I need to earn those other players, which means I'll get that starting pitcher, which means it'll be easy for me to complete the mission. Yeah, I probably just sounded like crazy there and probably didn't explain it thoroughly. So what I'm saying is that Cabrera actually won't, but Cabrera, Wisdom, and Arenado, they're not only going to get me the innings that I need to complete that one mission, which is innings with June throwback and captains mission. Not only will they help me complete that, but they'll also help me complete Flashback XP, the Flashback XP mission, which will also get me 2.
Inside, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes.
So that'll get me 2 more of the cards, one of them being Shaheen, the starting pitcher for the Dodgers, who basically had a no-hitter going through his MLB debut, which is really impressive.
0-1.
So that'll help me with the XP mission that I need for the week,
One ball,
which
2
is
strikes.
week 3. Strike 3, sit down.
Ball, that's just out.
Overall, the math makes sense in my head. It makes sense in my head, and I think it's a plan that will work for me.
Ball.
Ooh. Good thing I was able to hold up there. Ugh. Come on, Taylor. I need you on base so I can drive in runs. Oh yeah, I said I was going to talk about this. So Marcus Stroman went on Instagram or Twitter or something, and he was commenting about the potential for the Mets to sign Shohei Ohtani in the offseason. And he said the one glaring problem is that they're not going to give him 17 because of Keith Hernandez. And basically he was saying that he doesn't consider Keith Hernandez's number shouldn't be retired. Is basically what he was saying. He doesn't consider him a great first baseman. And yeah, honestly, he's either trolling Met fans or he's really dumb when it comes to social media. I'm leaning towards that he's dumb, on social media.
The third baseman.
But let's just dissect this for a second, okay? Now, when I put out a tweet earlier listing who I thought were
0-2.
all-time Mets, like at first base, I put Pete Alonso, and on the bench, I believe I had Keith. Actually, let me go back and see if I can find that tweet.
The shortstop.
I really have to go back because I did it last year. So I really have to go far back. Let's see.
Leading off for Long Island, the designated hitter.
Yeah, gotta go through June, gotta go through... Look, all I'm saying is that I'm fairly certain that I didn't have Keith starting for me. And the reason that I did not put Keith starting for me for the Mets was because I, as a fan, value power more. Hence why someone like Pete Alonso was in there over Keith Hernandez. With that said, that does not mean that I think less of Keith Hernandez. I certainly do not. Yeah, it's power, CJ. Like, I'm just a guy who values power. Or I value power in a first baseman.
Nope, that's inside.
Doesn't mean Keith Hernandez was not a great player. Actually, quite the contrary. He's one of the greatest fielding first basemen to ever play the game. I think he's won more Gold Gloves at first base than any other player in history at that position. Not only that, but Keith Hernandez was a career 300 guy. That was a guy that you could rely on to get on base. You could rely on him. You know, that's why guys were like him. You know, today we may not value it, although I kind of disagree on that with the way that Luis Arias has been playing. You know, like, contact guys are valuable. Very valuable. But do I necessarily think they should be in a first baseman? I'd hope for more power, but it's still a good quality to have as a first baseman. He was a great fielder. He was a great contact hitter. He was a guy that won an MVP, not while he was with the Mets, but he won an MVP. If I'm not mistaken, it was 1979, I believe. 1979, I believe, when Keith Hernandez.
Now pitching for the Rockies, number 55, Brad Hand.
Let's see. Okay, I found it. Let's see.
The catcher, Blake.
Oh, no, I didn't have... Oh, wow. Wow, I'm really ashamed of myself. I did not have Keith Hernandez on there. I valued power to the point where on the bench, I actually had Delgado and Granderson on there over Keith. So I do apologize, but I don't think that undermines my point. He is still a great Met. And I think if Ohtani did want to come to the Mets, which personally I don't think he wants to, I think he'd rather stay on the West Coast. Doesn't mean the Mets shouldn't try for him, but they should. They should, but I just don't like his. I don't like the chances that he's gonna come here. But with that said, to suggest that it would ultimately come down to Ohtani not getting number 17 because of Keith Hernandez, that was just a dumbass remark. And I don't even know why Marcus Stroman is commenting on the Mets. Doesn't he have his own career with the Cubs to worry about? Why is he still focused on the Mets? Just shut up, Stroman. We don't need to hear your comments. We don't want to hear your comments. How about you stay focused in Chicago? How about you do that? Maybe you'd be a better pitcher. Considering he wasn't so great when he pitched for us. Certainly not going to retire that number 0. In fact, I think Ottavino is doing a better job with that number 0 card or 0 number than frickin' Stroman ever did. So he just needs to shut up and not worry about the Mets. All right? If we get Ohtani, and I will thank God if we do, I'm sure that Cohen and Ohtani are going to discuss it, and they're going to figure out what number they want to give him. I don't think Ohtani is worried about wearing number 17. So, I had to comment on that because it was such a dumbass remark. And then, someone suggests he's not an all-time first baseman or all-time great first baseman because he's not in the Hall of Fame. Honestly, how many people not in the Hall of Fame are considered GOATs? Barry Bonds? Some people would. I think people consider him the greatest home run hitter of all time. He holds the career home run record, whether you want to agree with the steroids or not. He does that. Mark McGwire? Why not? Mark has the single season home run record. Yeah, that should have a little asterisk next to it because of the steroids. But he still has that record. MLB is not scrubbing his name from it. There are a lot of guys that are not in the Hall of Fame that were very good in their time. And to suggest that Keith Hernandez is not one of the best first basemen in baseball, I think is rather silly. Because I can't name a better fielder than Keith Hernandez. I can't really name a better contact hitter than Keith. I think the closest to Keith is Luis Arias as well as Jeff McNeil. But that is silly to me to say that Keith Hernandez is not an all-time first baseman. That is silly. So I just wanted to address that, just get my thoughts in there about that. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Get Jordan up and warming, and then we're going to do a quick mound visit. Shoot, I wasn't paying attention to the innings.
Your attention, please. Now, Jordan Velazquez.
My bad. So now, unfortunately, I'm delaying this process even more by doing this. Actually, CJ, maybe you'll have a good insight on this. So, even though that Andrew Jones is not in the Hall of Fame, do you consider him to be an all-time great Brave? Andrew Jones? Because from what I remember, he was a great he was a great center fielder. He was very vital to the Braves in the late 90s, early 2000s. He was an instrumental part of their lineup along with Chipper. But maybe I'm just remembering wrong.
Ball, that's out.
But would you consider Andrew Jones to be an all-time great player? What about Carlos? I'll throw out Carlos Beltran. You know, despite what people think about his 06 at bat. Strike 3, sit down. You know, I still consider him one of the best center fielders. But what do you think, CJ? Andrew Jones, is he an all-time great outfielder? And I don't even know. Did he win a World Series with the Braves? Was he with the Braves in what was it, 96 when they won the World Series?
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball, that's out.
You know, what about Prince Fielder? Prince Fielder for Brewers fans, like, don't you consider him to be an all-time great first baseman? I would certainly consider it. Fielder was amazing when he played for the Brewers. He was a monster.
He's going.
I feel bad for any pitcher that had to go up against him. So, just because someone is not in the Hall of Fame, he was good for his day. Reminds me of Adam Jones from not an all-time legend, but great franchise player. Okay. All right. I guess I might have remembered him wrong because I thought he was a legend, or I thought he was considered an all-time great. But okay. No. See, this is why I ask questions. Andrew Jones, I may remember him from his stay with the Braves, but maybe I don't know. Maybe he wasn't as great of a player as I thought he was. But you're saying he was solid. Maybe not an all-time great, but you're saying he was good for the Braves. I'm just again, my whole argument is that to say that someone is not an all-time great because they're not in the Hall of Fame, to me is silly. That's a bad argument because it's, first of all, the Baseball Hall of Fame is one of the toughest to get into. Because it's basically reporters pick their favorite player, and then, whatever happens after that happens.
No, foul ball. Oh.
Well, at least we do have a hit with Crawford. So I am making progress on that front while I'm trying to do this mission, or the June Tops Now grind. Ooh, make it 2. All right. I'll take 2. Probably going to grind Team Affinity offline or off stream. I really don't want to bore you guys with that. Plus, I know there are a lot easier ways for me to be completing it than just doing 9-inning games.
Your attention, please. Now, number 67.
0-1. Count 1-0.
It's like
1 ball, 1 strike.
Al Leiter. Al Leiter was very solid. In fact, he was the only pitcher in MLB to win a game. I think he was the first pitcher in MLB history to get a win against all 30 MLB teams. And for a lefty, it was very hard for Leiter, you know.
0-1's the count.
In my mind, Leiter may not be in the Hall of Fame, but
2 strikes.
he's in my mind he's still an all-time good pitcher, an all-time great pitcher. What about David Wright? David Wright, he may not get into the Hall of Fame.
0-1.
I hate to say that, I hope I'm wrong about that, but he may not. Because, for one thing, he doesn't have a World Series. He doesn't have an MVP. Strike 3, sit down. He has a lot of... I think he has some gold gloves and silver sluggers. But I think a lot of people are just not going to put him in... I have a bunch of lefties coming up, right? I think it's going to be tough for him to get into the Hall of Fame. But isn't he considered an all-time... I mean, Met fans were biased, obviously, with David Wright. But I think to any other baseball player, to a fan of another team, if I said David Wright, wouldn't you consider him to be an all-time great third baseman? I don't know. David Wright, I think he might be one we're talking about, not getting into the Hall of Fame, but should be. I'm sorry, I keep hammering this point, but I think the point, I think you guys get what I'm saying, which is, you think he does get into the Hall of Fame? It's gonna take, if he does, it's gonna take a couple tries. I don't know if he's gonna be put in on the first ballot, especially since I think he goes into a class with Ryan Howard, Chase Utley. He goes in with a pretty good class, so I don't know if he gets into the Hall of Fame, at least on the first ballot. Maybe later on he does, but
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Now,
the possibility is also there that he doesn't get into the Hall of Fame. Because again, he didn't win an MVP, he didn't win a World Series, he was part of a World Series, but he wasn't in it. Or he didn't win it, excuse me. And also, like, his back injuries. At the height of his career, which I would argue, a lot of people remember 2006, and that was probably one of his best years. But the height, to me, the height of his career was late 2000s, early 2010s. If he didn't have his back injuries to deal with, I'd be willing. He would be a surefire Hall of Famer. But the back injuries definitely slowed him down, and definitely questions his candidacy. I'm hopeful he gets in, because I do want to see number 5 up there with the rest of the retired numbers. Of course, number 8 and number 18 should also be up there, as well as number 60. But at that point, I'm getting a little too,
He's safe.
I'm getting a little too biased because I'm talking about Gary Carter, Darryl Strawberry, and Doc Gooden. All guys that should be they should have their numbers retired, but don't for some reason. Carter, I think, is a Hall of Famer. I believe he is. Let's see. Gary Carter. Fairly certain he's in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, he was inducted in 2003, so he's in the Hall of Fame. But it's odd because neither the Nationals nor the Mets have retired his number. So I think number 8 is definitely due. Now I'm gonna look at Darryl Strawberry's. Well, I meant to bring in one more closing pitcher, but I guess I'll just end it with Win. And you know, for a long time, Gil Hodges wasn't even in the Hall of Fame. Gil Hodges, probably one of the best managers of all time in the Mets history. Won them their first World Series. Finally gets in last year. He gets in on the committee. The Golden Era committee voted him in. Oh, how about that? For a change, it's actually Nolan Arenado. So, okay, week 3 players, I figured I would come up short. Oh, I really came short. I needed 3. Okay, well, then you guys know what that means. Conquest game. Alright, let me see here. So, yeah, the mission with the flashbacks and captains, that was completed. I figured that would be. I'm just kind of upset that I didn't do it with the. Oh well. So where does that leave me with the June Tops Now program? So now I have a shortstop to work with. Again, not that I need it because we'll get that mission done. Okay, alright. Yeah, we'll just do a quick conquest game. Oh, hold on, let me... Oh, okay, Pac-10. Chris Bryant and Luis Severino. Possible. Ah, that's why I say possible. Future Stars NL West. Alright. Actually, I do need the shortstop for the Arizona Diamondbacks. For the YouTube video, can I name an MLB, can you name me an MLB The Show hitter? You mean, what do you mean, like an MLB player? Or do you mean like Can you clarify a little bit? What do you mean? Like just a player? If you're looking for a player, gonna jump off here and grab some dare, watch UFC PPV pay-per-view in a bit. Have a good one. All right, CJ, appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you later, all right? And thank you for clarifying on Andrew Jones, because I really had no idea. I thought he was considered an all-time, a person who's not in the Hall of Fame, but I appreciate you clarifying that. Brendan, my favorite hitter is Mike Piazza. Like, not even a question, hands down, Mike Piazza. Alright, I just gotta do a quick conquest game so that I can get... Oh, right, I said I would... Yeah, no problem. I appreciate you asking. How you doing, by the way? Welcome in. I appreciate you coming by. How you doing today? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, Brendan the Goat 8. Appreciate the follow. Thank you. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick conquest game just to finish up on this mission. And sorry I don't have the whole, jingle or anything for you. Unfortunately, I'm streaming straight from my PlayStation. Normally, at the start of the year, I wanted to stream straight from my laptop and, do it that way, and I would have all the Streamlabs effects and everything. But unfortunately, my internet is not strong enough to be able to handle it. Otherwise, I would have you would have seen a dancing Jeff McNeil with some rock music to it that I think fit his dance moves perfectly. So that was that would have popped up if I was streaming from Streamlabs. So I do apologize about that.
No, foul ball.
Come on, get there, get there. Yes! Ooh! Look at Horowitz. And he's going to drive in that RBI. Thank you. And since this is a conquest game, I'm going to have the... XP with the relief pitchers. Honestly, it shouldn't take me too much time. I'm pushing on an hour and a half at this point, so I'm halfway through. But honestly, it shouldn't take me that long. And if I need to push back or push on a little bit more, because don't forget, we still have those 3 players at the end of the June Tops Now program that we need to grab. All right, so 1-0, coming into the bottom of the first here. Oh, other good news that I seem to have fixed my issue of the clutch pitches and the cutaway camera or whatever that they were going on. it seems I have fixed that problem because I have not gotten it since I turned it off. And I am so freaking happy about it. Like, that pitch cutaway camera, that annoyed me to no end. Like, I did not want it in the game. I don't even want it, period. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Alright, well. That is not helpful, Kaon. That is really not helpful. Jesus. Oh, I didn't check to see if Darryl Strawberry is in the Hall of Fame. I don't think he is. I don't think Darryl Strawberry is there. But let me double check. So, Darryl Strawberry. Let's see. Is Darryl Strawberry in the Hall of Fame? He is not. Darryl Strawberry is not in the Hall of Fame. Strike three, sit down. And mind you, this is a guy who's an 8-time All-Star, a 3-time World Series champion, a Rookie of the Year award winner, 2-time Silver Slugger award winner, a league home run hitter or leader in 1988, and he is not in the Hall of Fame. Make that of what you will, but I'm kind of shocked he's not in the Hall of Fame, Darryl. And I have a feeling that Doc Gooden isn't in the Hall of Fame either. He is not. So, again, with Doc, 4-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champ, won the Cy Young in 1985. He also won the Triple Crown that year. So he had wins, he had strikeouts, and he had ERA. Has a no-hitter. Hell, even has a Silver Slugger award. And yet, he is not in the Hall of Fame. So, I am just going to leave it at that. That he is... What if I told you that I'm a Phillies fan? Okay. Alright. I mean, CJ... The guy that I was just talking to said that he was going to go watch a UFC pay-per-view. He's a Braves fan. I don't mind if you're a fan of whatever team. So, doesn't bother me in the slightest if that's what you're worried about, Brendan. You could be a fan of whoever you want. In fact, another streamer that I follow, Shano91, he's a Phillies fan. Yeah, I'm good. I would say I'm pretty cool with him. He just rated me like a while ago. So obviously he thinks I'm cool. Cool enough to send like 20, 21
0-1's
people
the
or
count.
whatever.
No ball, 2 strikes.
I mean, I feel like that eventually it may come down to Mets and Phillies for the wild card. It may. For one of the wild cards, I should clarify. One of the wild cards. In that case, I will root for the Mets. But personally speaking, generally, I have no problem with Phillies fans. In fact, there's a couple that are at my work, too. They're Phillies fans. They just have a good time. Even, in fact, I have some family members who are Phillies fans. None that currently live with me, but they're Philly fans, and it's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Brewers, number 32, Peter Strzelecki.
Do you have a favorite Phillies player? I mean, could be current, could be former, whichever. I will say I have a lot of respect for one particular Philly, and that's Ryan Howard. I mean, there was a reason he was feared as a player. Dude was strong. Dude could hit home runs.
Leading off for the Brewers,
Solid player. And I'm not just saying that just because his son is also a streamer who I've interacted with on a number of occasions. Chase Utley? Ooh. Alright, what Utley did to make me not like him was done as a Dodger, so I'll hold that against Dodger fans more than I'll hold it against Phillies fans. But that's cool. Chase Utley was a great second baseman. You know, I respect him too. Just not him as a Dodger. Because it seemed like he got that attitude of, well, I can do whatever I want, so I'm just going to slide into and break a player's leg and ruin his career. That would be one Ruben Tejada. Now, yes, Ruben Tejada was not an all-time Met. I mean, hell, I kind of would put him as one of those Mets that you forget about. But even still, when Chase Utley slid into him, that was not even to break up the play. Because it was clear Utley was going to be out. And I don't think the Mets would have gotten that double play anyway. In all likelihood, it's a fielder's choice, and the game still goes on. The fact that he slid, though, just kind of made me think he was a bit of a scumbag. Again, Ruben Tejada, not really a guy that Met fans would look back on and say, oh yeah, he was such a great Met. Not really. But with that said, kind of still a scumbag thing for him to do that. And that's why I won't respect him as a Dodger. Huh? Noah's song? I'm sorry, what do you mean by that? Noah's song? Are you talking about Noah Syndergaard? Nick Castellanos. That's who your favorite player is? Well, you already said Utley, but Nick Castellanos is your favorite Philly at the moment? Alright, so I think that does it for... Yeah, all these throwback missions are complete. So now I just gotta do week 4. Ooh, London! Top 3 are Harper, Castellanos, and Utley. Why do you keep calling him Utley? Why do you do that? Is that some kind of nickname that I'm not aware of?
He's out.
Leading up for the Pirates, the right fielder, Henry.
Get over that wall. Get over it. Get over it. Dang it. I mean, Harper is, he's scary. He is scary. He is a scary batter to face. Castellanos, a solid hitter. Even going back to his days with the Tigers, he was a solid hitter. And obviously, Utley, I respect more as a Philly than I do as... Your top 2 is Harper and Utley? Okay. Alright, well those are 3 solid players right there. Those are 3 solid ones. Personally, for the Mets, my top 3 players are... Your favorite is Utley, though? Okay. Alright. Like I said, I respect him more as a Philly than I do of him as a Dodger. So... honestly, I'm so glad the Mets were terrible when the Phillies were good, because I don't want to think about that heartbreak of going up against the Phillies and not being good enough to win the division. We were just terrible. All right. Next up, tally 2 hits with Jordan Walker. I will say, though, I will not respect Cole Hamels because of his comment at the end of 2008. Yes, it was true. I'll give him that, but that doesn't mean that you still say it. He called the Mets choke artists at the end of 2008. Again, true. I'll give him that. That doesn't mean you say it, though. Howard and Jimmy Rock. Yeah, basically. But it worked. It worked. You guys the Phillies won a World Series in 2008 because of guys like Jimmy Rollins, Chase Utley, and Ryan Howard. They also had to have solid pitching too. So Cole Hamels, they need, So, that Phillies team was dangerous. That '08 team was dangerous. That's why I'm glad the Mets, we shouldn't have collapsed like they did, but they did, and probably better off it just went downhill from there. Because I don't know how the Mets were even going to compete against the Phillies. Shane Victorino, yeah. The Flying Hawaiian. And you guys didn't have Raul Ibanez yet, correct? That was 2009. I know he was on the Phillies at one point, but I don't think he was on there for the '08 team. Right. Okay.
No ball. One strike.
Don't catch that. Don't catch that. Thank you. Jason Worth. That's right. Forgot about Jason Worth. It's like basically after his career with the Phillies, it all just went downhill for him. And so sad too, because he could have been such a great player. I don't know what happened when he signed with Washington. J.A. Happ? Pitcher, right? J.A. Happ? Reliever? Lefty, I think? Alright, I need to hit a home run with Anthony Volpe. Yes, and Jamie Moyer. I do remember Jamie Moyer. I kind of forget, though, that I remember him more as a Seattle Mariner than as a Philly. God, I really need to get back on MLB 2K8 and just look at the roster. That or MLB 08 the show and just look at the roster. Jeez. Falling behind. What am I doing? Pat Burrell. That's right. Oh my God, you bringing up all these names now it's coming back to me. Pat Burrell was such a dangerous hitter. I remember that. Maybe not on the level that Ryan Howard was, but he was still a dangerous hitter. Excuse me. My bad. 30 homers. Yep. Sounds about right. Pedro Feliciano, former Met. That's right.
0-1's the count.
I kind of. Oh, not Feliciano, Felix. Okay, no, that guy I'm not as familiar with. I don't know Pedro Felix. I thought you were talking about Pedro Feliciano for a second, and like Carlos Ruiz, the catcher. Yeah, honestly, like, was he more of a fielder? I feel like he was more of a fielder than he was a hitter. From what I remember of his career, he wasn't really a hitter. Or he didn't hit as well. It was kind of like... So I'm kind of wondering if more of his value was as a fielder. It makes sense. Like, it's hard to be a power hitting catcher. Like, I mean, yeah, you can make the case for guys like Joe Torre, Mike Piazza, Johnny Bench. All great hitters as catchers. Really? You guys have Mike Napoli? thought he was on the Rangers. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. I need that home run. God! No, he was a good hitter. Napoli, yeah, I remember Napoli as a great catcher. He was on the Phillies? Oh, no, you're saying no, he was a good hitter. Okay. Okay, my bad. Yeah, Napoli was a good hitter. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's tough. It really is tough to be that solid hitting catcher. Brett Moyer? I don't know who that is. Sorry. That's not a name that I'm familiar with.
What do you got?
Yeah. And you guys didn't have Roy Halladay yet, or Cliff Lee. They came in, I think it was after 2009. They came in. Because Halladay had he had a no-hitter in 2010. Brad Lidge, I definitely remember him. Oh my God. Adam Meaton? Really? I didn't know Adam Meaton was on the team. Interesting.
Nope. That's inside.
Alright, can I hit a home run with Anthony Volpe, please? And when I have guys like Andres Munoz throwing freaking gas, kind of hard to do, even if it is down the middle. Ooh, wow. Yeah, this really takes me back to those '08 Phillies. Really takes me back. Shit. There's a reason that team won the World Series. Yeah, yep. I met him at a Mets game. I do know Frank the Tank. What about him? Do you find him entertaining, or like what? What are your thoughts on him? To me, I find him a little over the top for me to enjoy. And I know a friend of his who's, he says at times it's an act, but for the most part he's really speaking his mind. Do I ever react like that? I'm a bit more. I'm not as exaggerated as the way he acts. Like, I'll definitely criticize the Mets, and there will be time where I'll be down on them. Like, throughout June, I already declared the season over. So, unfortunately, if they make the playoffs, well, not only do I look like a fool, but now I can't root for them because because I already declared the season over, and I don't want to be that fan that is just bandwagon. Like, only likes the team when they win. Like, I want to be a Mets fan even when they're down. Evil? Well, at least give me credit for, if I'm wrong, then I'll be pleasantly surprised by it. But if I'm right, then All right, then I just didn't get my hopes up. And we'll just go to next year. But I'm not going to be a bandwagon fan. That's the one thing. Oh. No, not you. Frank says that a lot. Yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Basically, this Mets team, they're only competitive if they can hit home runs. If they don't hit home runs, they're not competitive. That's just the sad truth of it. Like, think about it. How have they won these last several games? It's because they've had, first of all, the one game against Arizona where they were down 1-0 and down to their last out. Friggin' Francisco Alvarez has to hit a solo shot to tie the game, and then Mark Canha drives in the run to win it. Darren Ruff, I'm assuming you mean, yeah. No pun intended, that was a rough trade. That should have never happened. In fact, all the trades in 2022 should have never happened. I get that we were trying to move on from J.D. Davis. I get that. But did we really need to get stuck with a guy like Darren Ruff? Oh, no, I know. Believe me, you are going to find a lot of Met fans who are not happy with Darren Ruff. And not all of it is completely on him, because it's also on the GM for making that trade. No, I think he was a waste of a trade that should have never even been made. And if he finds success again, like I know he signed back with the Giants, but I think they have him in the minors right now. If he finds success for him, or finds success again, good for him. Or if he finds success, good for him. But he did not find it for the Mets, and he was a complete waste of a roster spot. One that could have been better used in the playoffs when it came to the Mets versus Padres.
He's out.
Well, like I said, if he finds success, I'm not going to be angry with him. I'll be like, okay, good for him. But the reality is, I don't think he will. I think his career is pretty much at the end. He's over 30 years old. And the fact that he's in the minors doesn't really say a lot of good things about him as a player. So I think his career is done, and wouldn't be surprised if he ends up retiring at some point. I mean, maybe he's a good guy. Maybe he's a good-hearted guy who just got rotten luck.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a ball.
Manoah? I'm sorry, I don't know who you're referring to. What's up, Phoenix? How you doing? Oh, Alec Manoah. Oh, okay, I know who you're talking about. The Blue Jays pitcher. Yeah. What's up, Phoenix? How you doing? I just saw that you completed the June Tops Now program, and you completed the monthly program. Good for you, man. How's Ohtani for you? Have you tried him out yet? Oh, please. This is one of the shortest parts in the ballpark. Thank you. Thank God. Yeah. Oh, now you're headed to the casino? Okay. All right. Hey, let me know how he is, because I'm doing the June Tops Now program to get to him. So, I mean, I'll grind him at some point. Just I want to get all the Tops Now cards first before I move on. The only thing I'll say is that I don't like that Ohtani's vision is so low. Like, that scares me that his vision is so low. Austin Barnes? Does he have a June monthly awards card? Austin Barnes?
Ball one. Counts 1-0. Ball. That's inside.
No. Oh, you like him in real life? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he's unfortunately, he's pretty much blocked by Will Smith, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So, maybe he should look into being somewhere else where he can start and maybe show off that potential. I think he has a lot of potential, but he's not going to show it off being blocked by Will Smith. With boost is insane? Okay. Alright, I'll have to keep that in mind. Wait, what do I... Okay. Just can't give up a hit. Strike three, sit down.
That's a ball. Ball one, no strike. Ball. 2-0.
Yeah, but you can't really use the World Baseball Classic Ohtani unless you have him as a wild card.
0-1's the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike three, sit down.
And good.
Alright, so now we got Henry Davis. We have Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Oh, God. Oh, why? Why do I have to go multiple innings? Why do I have to go 3 innings? Spotify, no recommendation. Sorry, Brennan. I don't do Spotify.
Ball, that's kicked out.
First pitch. 6-4.
No! Dang it. The fact they gave him a sinker and outliner fastball is crazy. Ooh, okay.
Ball, inside.
Yep. Strike three, sit down. I just can't give up a run. But I really do hate moments like this.
Hey.
No! What? Dang it! Wow, I failed that without even going out of the, getting out of the first inning. Usually that never happens. He would be the best card. So who is the best card then if it's not Ohtani on Phoenix? Who is it? I mean, me personally, I'm partial to that David Wright card. Strike 3, sit down. Alright, that's what happened last time. Hitting wise, chipper. Pitching, Randy or Gibson. If they structured him with... Who, Ohtani or Wright? Which one are you talking about, Brendan?
Ball 2. 2-0.
Brendan, why are you just copying what Phoenix is saying? Strike 3, sit down.
Ball 1.
Shoes.
Hey.
Shohei? What about Shohei?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down. If I could get one more strikeout here, then I don't have to worry about getting 2 in the next half inning. So I need quite an inning. I need an immaculate
No ball, 2 strikes.
inning. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, am I going to get there in time? I am not. Alright, well, that does offer me the chance to be able to get another strikeout, or that does offer me another chance to get a strikeout.
0-2 is the count.
No, he didn't go? Dang. He held up. No, God, no. All right, 2 strikeouts in the next half inning. Gotta happen. He's not gonna get him. So I'm gonna have to keep my eye on that runner. Make sure he doesn't try to steal. He has 65 steals, so it's possible.
0-1's the count.
Okay, can you tell me to throw another pitch besides the slider?
0-2.
Thank you. Strike 3, sit down. Brandon Drury? Alright, I'll have to check him out. I mean, I believe that. I'll believe that. Alright, well, now this last out has to be a strikeout. Otherwise, I failed this
Yep, that ball went out. Oh, that's off.
Patrick Bailey is also a great card. I have his Tops Now card. Strike 3, sit down. Talk about coming up clutch. Whew. That was clutch. Ooh, and I'm going to have 2 starting pitchers to work with? Nice. Oh my god, what is up with these multi-innings? Just stop! Okay, cool.
Oh, one's the count.
Right now, those would only be those would be the only set 3 cards, other than what I get when I finish up the program. Those would only be the set 3 cards that I would have, because I really don't have any other ones.
Yep, that ball went out. Ball inside.
Damn you, Bader! Strike 3, sit down. Good. That's all I needed to do. Excuse me.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down. Again, I don't need the strikeouts, but whatever gets me outs, I guess that's all that matters.
Nope, ball 1.
Strike 3, sit down.
Yeah.
Although I have to assume that the Domingo Herman card, that's going to be probably 3 innings of perfect, which is going to be hard as hell. No, I absolutely agree. Last year I couldn't even, some of the programs I didn't even finish. No, I absolutely agree. Like, okay, you could get the Tops Now cards, but they're separate from the monthly awards cards. They're not the same, which, great. Because if I mean, eventually I have to grind the program, the Tops Now program, in order to make some progress in. Yeah, I will too. I got so behind the last couple of weeks because I was at the Mets homestand, and then last week, or this past week, I worked a bunch of afternoon shifts, so I really didn't have time to be on my PlayStation this week. Strike 3, sit down. Come on, let's get out number 3. Let's end this moment and let's move on. Yeah, I saw that. You did it. I did not. I couldn't. I was working at the time, and I just can't really afford that distraction. Why? I mean, I see all the content they released. Like, I see it all now. Extreme is coming. Oh, it's coming back. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. See, that's the one thing that I avoided when I streamed MLB The Show 21.
Ball, that's out.
You say that now. Just wait. Just wait.
One ball, two strikes.
In years past, that has been the agony of all
He's out.
MLB The Shows. Was it? I don't remember if I did it last year or not. Probably not.
Ah. 0-1.
Oh yeah, I didn't do it. I remember because one of the moments was like hit 5 home runs with Ken Griffey Jr. on All-Star. Which, you know, looking back, that probably should have been easy. And I do remember I finished it all the first day it came out. Jesus, dude, you're a madman. You're a madman. Maybe you ought to stream it. Stream it, because I'd like to know how to beat it. The sucky Ken Griffey, too, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't sound as fun.
Leading off for the Orioles, the right fielder, Ryan.
Wait, what do I have to do? A hit and an RBI. Okay, well, there's a hit. Unfortunately, no RBI. I don't know if it's. I'll check it out, and if there are rewards worth grinding, then maybe I'll do it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, in years past I've had no interest in doing the extreme program. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Alright, so what do I just need to do that mission. Yeah, that one I figured. 3 innings, perfection. I figured as much. Okay, so... Wait a minute. Week 3, right? Wait a minute, I'm confused. 6 here. So that would put me at 102. Oh, so then should I just do those moments and then but wait a minute. This math is not adding up. Did I miss a moment? I didn't. But I feel like I did somewhere. Because right now this math is not adding up. Unless that's 4. Oh, it's 4. That's why. Okay. It's 4. So 4 would put me at, yeah. It would put me at Jordan Walker. Okay, so I've got 3 starting pitchers to work with. Brian Wu. Oh, no, I only have 1. Yeah, I tell you what, man, I actually like those cards. Adley Rutschman, Acuna, and Corbin Carroll. Those are going to be awesome. Okay, so I only have 1 starting pitcher to work with. Shortstop and 2 right fielders. So one's going to have to be a DH. Henry Davis, it looks like it's you. Looking for Pirates here. Pirate. There he is. I was having a little trouble finding him, but I found him. And then Anthony Volpe. Was it Logan Gilbert? Oh no, it was Brian Wu. Excuse me. It was Brian Wu. Alright, so we have... Volpe needs to be batting leadoff. Then we need to have McKenna second. And behind them will be Henry Davis. So unfortunately, it's not going to be as easy. Oh, I should put Austin Cox in. Let's see, there he is. Should be it though. That should be it. Austin Cox. I guess I could also throw in Connor Falefa. Even though that I'd rather have him as a fielder. But so Cox and Connor Falefa. That's who I have to remember if I do need them. All right, Brian Wu. Woo! I don't know why I did that. All right, guys. Yep, another. That was pretty much going to be the theme of this, other than all those moments that I was doing.
0-1.
Attaboy Volpe. Also just realized this, I probably could have just... I also could have just done Conquest games. And it would probably be a lot quicker. Because the starting pitcher and then the relief pitchers and all that. Oh well. If I need to do a Conquest game, then I will do a Conquest game. And I have a feeling I'm going to need to do one.
He's out.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Zach Remillard.
Again, I'm not worried about this because eventually I'm going to complete the entire program. And once I do that, I just got to lock the rewards in. And then tomorrow, because there will be a stream tomorrow, then we'll start on the grind towards Shohei Ohtani. And in terms of what I expect from that, it's going to be the moments, and then it's going to be a lot of grinding for XP, so... Okay, whatever. Now on to, Woo. Ooh. I actually like Woo's, I like that the meter is quick, his delivery is quick.
No balls, 2 strikes.
So this is a pitcher I'll definitely be keeping an eye on. Although, if he does give up a run, my hope is that he doesn't. But if he does give up a run, I gotta let him go 7 innings before I bring in Kiner Falefa or Cox.
Hey!
Alright, nice clean inning. But that's only 1. Got 8 more to go. Volpe, come on. I seriously do not want to do another 9-inning game.
Foul, that ball's foul.
Over his head. Over it. Ah, dang it! Not a good inning hitting-wise.
Ball one. No bets off the plate. Ball two. 2-2.
I was about to say strike three, sit down, but not quite yet. Strike three, sit down. There we go.
Aye. Ball one's the count. Aye. No ball, 2 strikes.
Strike three, sit down. That's what I need more of from Wu. I need a lot of strikeouts. Clean innings and strikeouts.
Ball 2. 3.
Strike three, sit down. Woo! What an immaculate inning.
Out.
The wrong guys are getting hits. All right, at least we got on base. Unfortunately, that was just a great stop. Decent.
0-1.
All right. Again, just wish that they were the top 3 guys that were hitting these home runs. Nope, foul ball. There we go. That's more of a home run. Sure, home run. Oh, they just released the lineups for tonight. Peterson on the mound. Canna starts out with Nimmo, then Pham, Lindor, Alonso, Alvarez, McNeil, Beatty, Marte, Beatty, and Canna. With Peterson on the hill. Although I'm pretty sure I already said that. Strike three, sit down.
Two is the count.
Strike three, sit down. I love Wu. Wu is such a strikeout machine. Well, that's alright. 6 strikeouts in 3 innings. That's still 2 average a game. Landon, what's up? How you doing? Welcome in, man. Why is that? Are you pumped up about the Jonaheim? Oh, you're talking about from... Are you talking about from the... Oh, wow. Oh, good for you, man. Good for you. I hope he's a good catcher.
0-1's the count.
Nice. Attaboy, McKenna. Right now, Landon, I'm just grinding the June Tops Now program, just to get those cards that I missed out on. Power against lefties. Well, take the good with the bad. I have to look at his attributes and see what we got. What we got. Or what you got with Jonaheim. You said not great power against lefties, so... I didn't even realize he dropped the ball there. I don't know about Shohei. The only thing I don't like about that card is that it's low on power. Or not low on power, low on vision. And I'm like a big vision guy. Like, I want the PCI to be as big as possible. So that's my only complaint about the Shohei card. Other than that, it seems pretty good. Yes, you are spot on, Landon. That is exactly his vision. 61. Still, might be worth a card grinding for. I mean, the Judge card in the last one had as low, if not lower, vision. TA hasn't been that bad for you. I haven't delved quite into it yet. Like, I still gotta... I only just kind of glanced over it to see what Mets cards were in the... I only saw, like, what Mets cards were available. So, we have Carter, we have Syndergaard, and we have Dom Smith. Oh, man. Wu's not getting the strikeouts. Well, the Dom Smith card is a bit of an L. I was kind of hoping for Mike Piazza. You know, All-Star, and Mike Piazza had, like, what, eight All-Star appearances? 9? He had a lot. I thought this would be the set that they would introduce Mike Piazza, and they haven't. And I'm confused as to why.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Washington.
Or I'm confused as to why not.
Got it.
I do agree. I agree. We need Mike. We do need him. I don't understand why it's taking them so long. Are they going to introduce him later in the year when they do awards? But he's not really an MVP. If anything, he has a Silver Slugger. I just don't know what would be up after this set, because this set is mainly based on All-Stars. So if anything, he should have already been in this set, and he's not. Unless they're going to do milestones at some point, like they did with Jansen and Kimbrel, having their milestone cards. Maybe they'll do that for Piazza. I have no idea. I guess we'll see.
Now pitching for the Rockies, number 55, Brad Hand.
Dang it. No, I haven't started in the monthly awards program yet. I'm finishing up in the June tops now to be able to get the cards that I can start grinding for Ohtani. Yeah, I fell too far behind these last couple weeks, going to the Mets homestand and then having a bunch of afternoon shifts that I really didn't get time to grind the game.
Now batting, the left-hander,
Having those 2 home runs by Davis and you've been mass grinding. If only if I had more time. If I had more time, I'd be grinding. I'd be mass grinding. But I don't have time, unfortunately. It's not like I have the whole summer. I really don't. God, things were so much simpler when I was in school. Like, I knew I had 3 months to be able to do what I wanted. You know, I didn't really have to worry about working all day. You know? I still haven't even finished the Future Stars program. And I need to finish that in order to get a second shot at that at the set 2 collection reward. The Tops Now cards are definitely going to help, but I'm still short. Strike 3, sit down.
now batting, the center fielder,
Hold on 1 second.
Monta.
Jonah has 80 left. Oh, well, that's not too bad. That's actually pretty decent. Okay. You do whatever you want, man. Personally, I would keep him just for the set 3 collection, but totally up to you. Nice RBI from Bolt. And with 99 steal, makes this easy. And there we go. Even retreating, tagging back at the bag, Volpe was still able to score. Well, Davis does have a home run, so guess that's, that's still something. Wow. What the hell was I swinging at? Jesus. Well, either way, got the run in.
Now left field.
Alright, yeah, I don't really care about those at-bats by Taylor and all those guys. I already completed their mission. It's only Davis, Wu, McKenna, and Volpe that I'm worried about. As well as Cox and kind of Falefa, but when I get it, if I need a conquest game, I'll get to them. Mets are on a 7-game or a 6-game winning streak right now, Landon. They swept the Diamondbacks, who are leading the NL West. They took 2 out of 3 against the Giants after I stopped going to their home games, and they just took the first game against the Padres, going on tonight at 10. I really hate the West Coast games. I can't watch them. I have to work the next day. Or I've trained my body at this point to not even stay up past 11:30. So it sucks. Can't watch those games. Must be nice for all those people that live on the West Coast. Their games for them at our time, for them it starts at 4 o'clock if it's 7 o'clock Eastern. So they got a whole afternoon and evening of baseball after this. So it must be nice for them to live on the West Coast and and be able to watch all those games. Lucky sons of guns.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
I'm not going to push it. More hits gives me more opportunities for Volpe, McKenna, and Davis.
The catcher, number 2, Blake Silver.
Nope, sorry. Station to station. Woo, that was a nice dot by Blackman. I'll take a sac fly. That's good by me. Triple shy of the cycle. I will say though, Landon, That Ellie De La Cruz card, that looks insane. Like, if you really want a best of the card right now, or the best card in the game right now, that Ellie De La Cruz, that's it right there. There is nothing wrong with that card right now. I hate that it's part of a chase pack, so it's very unlikely that, you know, it's very unlikely to get it. Oh my gosh, but it would be so worth it to get it.
Ball.
Strike 3, sit down. 10 strikeouts, okay, I would have hoped for more. Considering that I normally get around 15 or more when I pitch with pitchers here at Coors Field. Strike 3, sit down, make that 11.
Yeah. 0-1's the count.
All right, 2 innings, get 6. Try to get 6. Attaboy, Remillard. Yeah. I almost told, well, I did tell him to go third. I'm glad I stopped the runner in time. My God, that would have been bad. These fielders get to the ball much quicker than I anticipate. That's why I'm telling all these guys to go to third. Keep thinking they're going to make it. They really aren't. Okay, so I know for a fact that Volpe, McKenna, and Davis are going to get one more at bat. At least one more. Can always try to extend this lead and get 2 more at bats out of them. But we'll see. I don't know. We're top 8. We're top 8, so maybe not.
Got him.
That crack of the bat is perfection. Yeah, the Arenado home run. Yeah, that was a perfect. Volpe, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. And McKenna does nothing. That's great.
Nope.
Strike 3, sit down. And of course they're going to show about this, I don't want to say it, but this history that's going on right now. Even though it's really only in the video.
Ball 2. Count is 3-2.
No, I lost history. I lost the perfect game. I lost the no-hitter. But I still have the shutout going. Dang.
Out.
There we go. Double play. All right, come on, Davis. I need you to do something because all he's had is one home run. That's not helping me. Ah, Davis, what the hell? Oh, crap.
Now batting, the second baseman, Zach Remington.
He's out.
Doesn't matter at this point what I do with the. It just matters that I close out the game. .82 speed, you can bet your ass that I'm going to send him to third.
Hey, you beat it up.
Now batting, the first baseman, Spencer Ford.
Nice. Although I don't know why I'm rooting for that. I root for it because, I want hits and everything, but I guess, I'm also... You redeemed your thing? This is going to be tough, honestly, because I'm going to spend the rest of this stream trying to grind out the June Tops Now program, and then I'm going to spend more time. I'm going to spend tomorrow and Monday on the June. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was really tough. I was kind of hoping that no one would actually redeem it. I mean, we'll do it. We'll do it eventually. I want to get the June monthly awards program done first. Because right now I have no cards that I can compete with online other than my set 2 ones. So I'm really ill-equipped to head online.
Number 52, Daniel.
Attaboy Volp. Oh, go to. Nope, just go to. Huh, what do you know? Alright, thanks. Just remind me once I'm done with the... McKenna. Alright. Finish it out, Woo.
Ball, that's out. 1-1.
Oh yeah, very close.
1 ball.
So much so that I gotta rely on my starting pitcher to close it out because I really don't trust Connor Falefa or Cox to close it out. Although I will be frank about that pitch. That one scared me. I thought that was gone. And thus the complete game shutout would have been gone with it.
Ball 1. Ball, that's just out.
Strike 3, sit down. Alright, Wu did his job. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about Davis, only going one for 6. But let's just hope that the other guys picked it up. Alright, Wu's got over 500 XP. I'm not worried about Sabo. Oh, I must have reached the part in the program about, yeah, the bat. Yep, I did. I did. Alright, let me see. What is left? I really should just check this when I was... You have got to be kidding me! 10 XP! That's all I'm... Dude! What? 10 XP? You're telling me I was 1 at-bat short of completing this? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me! Oh my god! That's like unfreaking real. Alright, well, I'm not gonna really waste time on this, so... Oh my god, that is too funny. That is too funny. Jesus Christ. I don't think I've ever seen that before. People are mad quitting in this event? Really? Why is that? Interesting. Maybe that's... See? Well, honestly, I wouldn't question it. I would just go with it. 1 homer, they gone, most of them. They probably know who they go up against, and they're like, "To hell with this! I'm not facing this kid Landon. He freaking rips online." Never know who's watching my streams and watching us kick butt when we're doing co-op. Well, you kick butt. I merely swing and hope for the best. Oh yeah, there's new ranked seasons rewards too. I forgot about that. Well, that's all I needed. Assuming that Wu doesn't give up. Doesn't give up a run here. Strike 3, sit down.
Ball. Got him. 0-1's the count. Ball inside. Hey.
Strike 3, sit down. Alright. I know we have lefties coming up. So we're going to warm up Cox. Oh, that's okay.
Oh.
That is good. The first baseman, Spencer Forward.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike. One ball, two strikes. Out.
You know what? I really don't need a run, so I'm just going to be
He's out.
thrown out and move on. Alright, let's bring in Cox.
Your attention, please. Now, Austin Cox.
Ball one.
Strike three, sit down.
Yeah. No ball, two strikes. Ball one. Ball two.
Strike three, sit down.
Your attention, please. Now, pitching for the Blues.
Alright,
Number 59.
time to get Isaiah Kiner Falefa up and warming. Maybe I should have Nebel. I don't know.
He made it safe.
Maybe I should have advanced. I didn't know how far it would be overthrown, or how far off the mark it would be overthrown. This thing, one more freaking, one more freaking at bat by Davis, and I wouldn't even be doing this game right now. Davis has sucked for me. I don't know if I'll ever use him again. I don't mind this because I'm up 3-0. I want to keep the save in place, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Now,
Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Gonna get the save with his 81-mile-per-hour fastball that the AI is not gonna even offer at when it's high, when it's belt high. And he's gonna get struck out on it. Jesus.
Nope, outside.
And strike 3, sit down. My God. I swear to God, this is amazing if the Brewers get struck out or their side. I'll be surprised if they all get struck out.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nope, outside.
Strike 3, sit down. Wow. I just struck out the bottom of the Brewers lineup with Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Jesus. Gains 9 XP. That may be all the XP that I can earn for today. I don't know. Oh, God. God, oh, God, oh, God. All right, so we are not done with this program. We still have three more cards to collect, as well as 1,000 stubs. Gotta repeat Domingo Germán's perfect game. 3 innings, no hits, no walks, nothing. Perfection.
No balls, 1 strike. One and 2.
Strike 3, sit down. Strike 3, sit down. This is so nerve-wracking, knowing one hit could ruin this.
That's the ball.
1 mistimed ball,
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 error. All ruined. Strike 3, sit down. I'm just glad they're not adding strikeouts to this. Even though that technically I probably would have gotten it already, still kind of glad that they didn't include it.
1 and 1.
I mean, it's already bad enough that we gotta do this moment without a single base runner. You know, to add strikeouts into it definitely would have made it a lot more nerve-wracking. Oh! Come on. Strike 3, sit down. Thank God.
Ball, that's it.
Somebody, I don't care who, just get underneath it.
Now batting, third baseman, Shohei Ohtani.
All right. 0-1. No, that missed. That's a ball. 1-1. 1-2. The count.
Strike 3. Sit down. All right, 2. Need one more. Strike 3, sit down.
Hey. 0-1. That's inside. That's the ball. That's in. Ball. Hit.
Strike 3, sit down. Oh my gosh.
Hit. No, that missed. That's a ball.
Can you? I didn't know you could. I didn't think you could.
Ball. 2-2.
What makes you say that? Thank God. Thank God. Oh my gosh. That was nerve-wracking. Oh. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, it still means Bob Gibson is effective. Okay. Alright, well, best of luck. I'm just about finished here with 3 hits? What? Oh my god. This better be on frickin' Rookie, that's all I'm gonna say. This better be on frickin' Rookie. Because I don't know if I could get 3 hits on Veteran. Oh yeah, absolutely. You should have heard. I'm assuming you heard me throughout that entire ordeal when I was doing it. I was like, thank God, thank God. Like my heart was pounding, especially that last batter, Esteberry Ruiz. Oh my God, he nearly freaking ruined it. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to have to be perfect from here on out. I don't know. We'll see how many at-bats I get. So far, this is my 3rd. Okay, there's 2. Ooh, look at how fast this guy runs. 95 speed. Holy moly. Okay. One more chance. One more.
Ball, that's out.
Ah, that's going to be caught. But at least I'll get one more at bat. Yay! We did it! 2 hits. Or 3 hits, sorry. 3. I thought it would be a lot harder. Must have been on rookie. Had to be on rookie. There's no way it could have been on anything else. Let's see. No, it was on veteran. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, the June Tops Now program is done. So now all I have to do is go over here. Lock these in. Boom. 10 right there. So we have Ron Guidry, we have Charlie Blackmon, we have Taylor Rogers, we have Key Brian Hayes, and we either got to choose Patrick Bailey, Gregory Santos, Geraldo Perdomo, or Scott McCaw. McGaw? I hope I'm saying that right. I do apologize if I'm not. Alright, so we have a starting pitcher, a right fielder, a relief pitcher, and a third baseman. Ooh, and we have 2 of these to open, so I could choose. Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go with Patrick Bailey, and we're also gonna go with Geraldo Perdomo. And then we'll open up these packs too. See what we get. Hopefully we get something. It's not looking good so far. Not good. Not good, not good, not good. Ooh, we just got something. Ooh, back grip. Okay. That's free subs right there. Alright, one more pack. Nah, nothing. Alright, well, it was worth a shot. Worth a shot. I'm just gonna go real quick to set 2. Yeah, I need like 3 more. I need 3 more cards from set 2 in order to get the second set collection. Or second, so we'll be on the lookout for that. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I'll do it sometime, between now or whatever. So, hold on, I do want to check out that, wait, Jonaheim is not part of the event. Matt Holliday and Mason Wynn, Will Myers and Joe Nathan, Kevin Gausman and Rhys Hoskins. Is Jonaheim in the... Is he in here? No. So where is he? Where is Jonah Heim? Let's see. Oh, I love that vision. And the fact that he has contact against lefties, too, that's pretty good. And he's got great diamond fielding as a catcher. You really don't see that very often. So, I mean, I wish the power was a little bit higher, but that's still pretty decent for a catcher. And he's in the event? How come I didn't see him last time? Or how come I didn't see him when I was in there? Ah, okay, I see. Down there, underneath me. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, well, alright, that was a fun little adventure or treasure hunt for him. But, okay. So, yeah, guys, that'll do it for me. Thank you to everyone who tuned in, even if it was only for a moment. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a very happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for sticking in this long. I know it's a long one, 3.5 hours. It's pretty long, so but I thank you for sticking around. I hope that you subscribe to my channel and like the video. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on Twitter at TTVNextJGGen24. It's in the upper left there, so go give me a follow on Twitter. I'll usually tweet whenever I go live. And sometimes you'll see a lot of interesting commentary from me, mostly about the Mets, but, sometimes I'll talk about baseball stuff in general. You could also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email anytime I start up a stream. So tomorrow, what the expectation is that we're gonna start grinding the monthly awards program. We're gonna do the moments so we could get even more cards, and we're gonna be building up this team so that we can start grinding for the XP and make our way to Shohei Ohtani. Honestly, this seems like one where I don't even have to spend that much time on, but we'll see. We'll see, because I don't know how the moments are. I don't know what the XP missions are like, so we'll see. But you'll have to tune in tomorrow to find out how it goes. Until then, guys, have a good night.